is pregnant. But her joy is instantly crushed. She knows her husband will panic instead of holding her tight. Archie and Edith are overjoyed by the news. Yet, this is one of the most heartbreaking scenes the show ever gave us. If you watched this when it first aired, you probably still feel the sting of this silence. A husband's fear leaves his wife alone. An unspoken tension builds in this living room. On this moving day, the air is thick with a secret. All around them, a home is being packed into brown boxes. This physical mess on screen perfectly mirrors the emotional chaos inside Gloria. Gloria stands completely still amid the clutter. She is carrying this massive, life-changing news entirely by herself. The lens gently pulls us closer to a silent revelation. Jean Stapleton delivers a masterclass in subtlety. With pure motherly instinct, she reads her daughter's silence before anyone else. Archie stomps in with his usual loud complaints. At this moment, Carroll O'Connor introduces an incredible layer of nuance to his character. His sudden tears reveal the vulnerable grandfather hidden behind the shouts. The loud, stubborn patriarch is suddenly stripped of his armor. Then an abrupt cut shifts our focus to the kitchen. The sudden silence is deafening as the director intentionally keeps Mike out of this family hug. The subtext becomes clear as the scene progresses. The warmth of her parents only deepens Gloria's anxiety. The writers brilliantly use the newspaper as an isolation prop. Mike keeps talking, using the paper as a shield to avoid his wife's eyes. Gloria steps back into the kitchen shadows. The visual framing isolates her, exposing the massive emotional distance between them. To understand Mike's reaction, we must look at America in 1974. The country was trapped in a brutal recession. For decades, audiences have been divided over this moment. Many criticize Mike as selfish, a man failing his most basic duty to comfort his pregnant wife. Yet, a historical lens reveals a more tragic perspective. In 1974, stagflation and the energy crisis were crushing the American dream. Mike's panic is not malice. It is the raw fear of a young father who feels economically paralyzed. Rob Reiner captures this duality perfectly. Instead of offering comfort, he channels his helplessness into angry rants about bills and a cruel world. Norman Lear's genius is in the rhythm of the dialogue. Gloria's short, emotional cries perfectly puncture Mike's long, cold, and intellectual arguments. From the doorway, Archie balances the scene. For once, the loud father holds the moral high ground with true, quiet dignity. The real heartbreak is told through a subtle physical gesture. An often overlooked detail is Edith standing quietly in the corner. Her hands are tightly wrung together. Her anxious eyes reveal that she has lived through this exact economic terror in her own marriage. The living room turns cold. This fight is not about money. It is about a husband who simply cannot stand there and be present. Gloria strips away his words. She shows the trembling strength of a mother, trying to protect her unborn child from his fear. The ultimate breakdown relies heavily on masterful spatial design. The director confines the characters in a cluttered, claustrophobic set, trapped by boxes. When Mike abruptly storms out, the heavy door slams shut. The director suddenly cuts the ambient sound, leaving Gloria in a pool of harsh, low-key lighting. The physical emptiness of the room now mirrors her abandonment. Maternal tenderness steps into the void. Edith provides the soft, wordless comfort, that clever arguments can never replace. Gloria turns to her parents. In their familiar home, she finds the warm shelter that her husband failed to give her. As she wipes away her tears, her expression shifts. The deeply hurt daughter is starting to find the inner strength of a real mother. This final frame holds the true message of the entire series. It reminds us that times change and economies fail, but a family's love is the only rock that survives the storm. Sometimes, simply staying in the room is the hardest and most beautiful thing you can do. This masterpiece taught us that inflation and fear could strain a home, but true family stands firm when the world outside gets cold. If Archie, Edith, Gloria, and Mike still feel like family to you, I'd love to have you with us for more memories each week. If you were in Mike's shoes back in 1974 facing that broken economy, do you think you would have reacted any differently?